Hi everyone, Mrs. Daly here, and welcome to my kitchen. I thought today would be a fun day to do an experiment on how plants drink up water and to really show the importance of giving water to plants so that they can thrive and survive. So we have a very simple scientific experiment that we can do to understand how plants drink up water. The first thing we're going to need, of course, is some celery, some water, and some food coloring. And I chose the color blue today. I'm going to have the ingredients underneath the YouTube video so that you can make sure you have everything before we begin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a clear water bottle and we're going to fill it halfway with water. The next thing we're going to do is take one of our celery stalks and just cut it off from the bottom in case you didn't cut it off. Just like that. And then I'm going to trim it just a little bit on an angle at the bottom. So it kind of looks like this on the bottom. Then I'm going to take the celery stalk. I'm going to hold on to that for a minute. Next I'm going to take the blue food coloring. I'm going to add a few drops into the water. I usually do about 4. You can do a couple more, make it nice and dark. Make sure you put the cap back on. Just give it a little shake. Then I'm going to take the celery stalk and I'm going to put it through the opening and into the bottle of water. I'm going to let it sit there for about 30 minutes. And then we're going to take a look inside the celery stalk to see how and if the water travels through the celery. Put that to the side. So here I have one that has been sitting for about 30 minutes already. And I want you to think about what possibly could be happening when I cut this celery stalk open. So I'm going to take the celery out, and it's been sitting in here for over 30 minutes. And I'm going to just break the celery in half. Long ways like this. You could either break it or you could use a little knife if you'd like. And if you look closely, you're going to see how some of the blue colored water traveled up through the celery stalk. And the way that it does that is that plants have something called xylem, which run through it from the root all the way up to the top of the plant. And what a xylem is, it's kind of like a straw, where the plant soaks up all of the water and travels all the way up to the leaves. So you can see the xylem soaking up the blue water. You might not be able to see it so great on the video, but when you do your own experiment, you'll be able to see. And that is how water travels from the root all the way up to the top of the plant and through the leaves. Now, if you leave your celery stalk in the water overnight, you'll see when you wake up in the morning that the blue water will travel all the way up through the stem and to the leaves, turning the leaves blue. So that's a pretty cool science experiment to see how water travels through a plant. I also did one in red, and those are the two colors probably that work the best, blue and red, or if you wanted, you could even mix them together and make it purple. So again, hold on to it until at least tomorrow night, keep it overnight, and when you're done, you just break it open and you'll be able to see how the water travels through the stem all the way to the tops of the leaves. And that's how plants drink their water. Hope you enjoyed the experiment, and show me some pictures if you get a chance to do the experiment on your own. Take care.